Billions of people all across the world pray every day for prosperity, success, and abundance, yet billions still remain in poverty and suffering. Why? Even you. Remember that time that you prayed and you really needed it, but it just didn't happen? You felt so frustrated, confused, disappointed, and spiritually abandoned. Well, here's the truth. You and those billions of people have been programmed to pray wrong. Don't forget, the religious institutions are a business first, and like a hospital, they require patience in order to profit. You don't really want your prayers to be answered. It seems as though the universe has brought you here to learn the esoteric secret billions will die never knowing. And here's the secret. If you knew how prayer actually works, you'd receive everything you've ever prayed for. And by the end of this video, you'll never have another prayer unanswered. Question: what do you think prayer is? I see prayer as communication with God, Jehovah, Allah, the Source, the Most High, Yahweh, the Infinite Intelligence, whatever term your ego prefers. And with all communication, it requires a mutually established understanding on both parts. We can't communicate if I only speak Ndebele and you only speak Mandarin. So, to have your prayers answered, you have to know how to effectively communicate with God in a manner that is mutually understood. And see, this is the mistake you've been making your whole life, and that is talking or attempting to communicate without ever truly being understood by the person you're talking to. And that's because you've been focusing on the wrong thing. Here's the biggest lie you've been taught about prayer. You were taught that prayer is verbal, and that's exactly what is stopping your prayers from being answered. Here's part of the secret I promised you at the start of the video. Prayer isn't verbal, it's mental. Prayer being taught as verbal is nothing more than a lie taught to make sure you never tap into God and manifest your desires. Many pray verbally, but few pray mentally, and it is the few who manifest what they want. Now the truth is, God answers every prayer, but the prayer that is stated in the mind. For example, if you verbally pray for wealth, but mentally you are poor, then you shall receive poverty, because true prayer is a mental agreement. The seed being sown on a higher plane of existence, specifically the mental plane. Now when I say agreement, that means a mutual understanding. It means there's no uncertainty, but unity and clarity of one objective that is already complete. Nothing wishy-washy. Before I reveal the final secrets of the esoteric prayer, I would like to state, I'm not religious at all. I have a Bible, I have a Quran, a Bhagavad Gita, a Torah, a Talmud, which I read all regularly. There's esoteric secrets coded in all of these holy texts, previously kept for inner circles. That's literally what esoteric means. Now, you were fed the slops of the exoteric, while they ate the secret wisdom of the esoteric. Now, just because I'm not religious doesn't mean I'm ignorant and egotistical enough to discard the wisdom of these holy texts. I'm nothing more than a humble student seeking to extract wisdom in all, and that's exactly what you should do. Now, I'm about to reveal to you 3 secret esoteric verses from the Bible that will change the way you pray, and like promised, will make sure you never have another prayer unanswered. Secret verse number 1, Mark 11:24. Therefore, I say to you, whatever things you ask when you pray, believe that you receive them and you will have them. Question: how many times have you prayed for something? Probably a lot, right? Next question: how many times did you believe that you had already received what you prayed for before you got it? See, the key part to this scripture is believe that you received them. You must believe whatever you desire is already done. That's the basis of any successful manifestation, as within, as without. Whatever is within your internal world will be reflected into your external world, i.e., whatever is in your subconscious will be reflected onto reality. And if it is not complete within, how can it ever be complete without? Secret verse 2, Matthew 6:6. But you, when you pray, go into your room, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father who is in the secret place, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you openly. Now, there's 3 esoteric parts to this scripture that you cannot miss out on. Part 1, shut your door. This refers to the act of closing your eyes, which are known as the windows or the doors to the soul. Closing your eyes takes you to the inner dimension or the subconscious, which is where all creation begins. Secret 2, pray to your Father who is in the secret place. This is referring to God / the Father, which is consciousness. The secret place is the mind, which is where God or consciousness resides. And the final part of this verse, your Father who sees in secret will reward you openly. God or consciousness who sees what's in the secret place, which is the mind, will manifest it openly, which is reality. That is the physical expression of that desire coming into fruition. Secret verse 3. There's 82 million views alone from the top 3 affirmations for manifestation search on YouTube. Now, how many out of this 82 million do you think have actually gone on to go manifest their desires? This final verse explains why most people, yourself included, will never manifest their desires if you don't understand what this verse is saying. That verse is Matthew 6:7. And when you pray, do not use vain repetitions as the heathens do, for they think that they will be heard for their many words. Did you catch that first part? Do not use vain repetitions. How many times have you prayed over and over and over again, or used affirmations over and over again to a point where it doesn't even feel like you're actually doing anything? That's not how manifestation works. Remember how I said prayer isn't verbal, right? Look at what it said. They think they will be heard for their many words. It's clearly a misconception that you thinking your words will actually manifest anything. Because remember what I told you, it's all mental. It's all about the universe being a mental creation. People go to church every Sunday and pray for a better life, and it will not change like this. And it's the same for people who use affirmations. You will not be heard for your many words. Your vain repetitions won't work. God or consciousness actually does answer every single prayer, but only those mentally established. If you can pray for whatever you desire, whether money, health, or a circumstance, with the esoteric way of praying, it will definitely manifest. It's a science, it's a spiritual science.